What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, I'm gonna pull some cards and see what we get today. And I hope the reading resonates. So, first card out, we got the Fool. So, I feel like somebody's about to be going on an adventure or taking some sort of leap of faith towards something. And I feel like you may be taking the leap blindly. You know, you could be like in this energy of just wanting to see what happens, wanting to jump out on faith, and you probably don't even have a plan. You probably don't even have a goal. You just want to try something new and see what happens. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. So, I'm going to be using my tarot deck to clarify. Now, this could be about love or relationship. It could be about a job, whatever. We're finna see. So, justice. So, I feel like you're jumping towards justice, jumping towards some sort of balance, or you may be reaping a reward for something that you have done in the past. Something that could have been, something that could have been like foolish, and it works out in your favor. All right, so it had something to do with, it could have been someone who could have been a boss, a CEO, someone who is very influential, someone who is very successful, who's a businessman, the ultimate provider and protector. It could be your husband, it could be a manager, it could be a business. This could be you. You're receiving some sort of justice, and you have reached um, this state of you have reached a state where you have worked and done all the things that you wanted to do, and now you're focused on stacking your money in a different type of way. Or your justice could be the fact that you are now the boss. I'm also getting uh justice would be you jumping out on faith and becoming your own boss, being successful in your own right. You determining what success is for you, handling your own business, starting your own business, and being confident. Whew. Being confident. So, like I said, you're entrepreneurial being, an entrepreneurial person, man or woman, take it how it applies. And it comes with you having to be self-disciplined. I'm also getting like you got to start yourself. Like that's the fool is somebody who just like starting themselves. You invest in your own money. You putting your own money down. Uh, you paying your own dues. You're holding yourself accountable. So I feel like this fool stepping out on faith, you probably had to leave. You had to leave an emperor or empress behind. Somebody that called themselves being above you. So that's why I feel like this have to be a reading for somebody who is becoming their own boss. They're leaving a job. They left a relationship. They left the the influence of somebody else, and now you're under your own influence. You are your own counsel. Yeah, severing bonds. You're done with the cycle. You got the Six of Swords and the World. So you're like moving away from uh, an old way of being. I think I said that earlier. You're moving away from an old way of being. You're moving away from a community, a job, and you're stepping out on faith and you're trying this on your own this time. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, ending. The Death card. There are like some major changes. You walking away is a major change for this situation. And I feel like it's going to be slow to start, but you're no stranger to hard work. You're willing to work hard at this because you got the Knight of Pentacles right up under the Death card. But this also could be like a change to this slow moving energy. And I also feel like it's saying that it will change only if you start to seek guidance, higher fun. Seek guidance towards this business that you're starting. So you may want to no longer be the fool. You may no longer want to be under the guidance of whoever this person was before. You want to be under the guidance of somebody else, more on a spiritual level. And I also feel like this person didn't give you that many choices. They also, whatever it was that you was working on, it wasn't that clear. So I feel like that's the only reason why you was in the fool energy anyway. I feel like this person, whoever you was working with, this Empress, whoever you was working with, this boss, this Empress, this wife, they left you in the dark. They left you in this space of feeling uncertain. And then you started to want to take control of your own life. You wanted to start to make your own choices. You wanted to move your own self. You wanted to make your own money instead of being in this place of allowing somebody else to have control or take control of you and your finances and your money and your action and how you feel about certain places. Because you was confused anyway. Let's get some other cards and see what comes out. So I feel like you're jumping into a new opportunity. Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Some new money. I think I said that before. You taking your money in the hands of yourself because you got tired of being stuck and stagnant and stalled. And I feel like whoever that empress was, she was trying to. You got the king of pentacles again in the same position. I feel like she wanted whoever this person was. They wanted you to be stuck and stagnant and codependent upon them. They wanted you to be filled with, um, in this illusions. Because the last cards that we got was the seven of cups was at the bottom of the deck. So they wanted you to be confused about your money. And I feel like they wanted you to be confused about your value, like how valuable you were. And I think that was the point of the justice too, because you became aware to how valuable you actually really were to these people. And you found people that actually looked at you as an asset. Somebody that actually loved you. Loved what you do for them. Loved who you are. Loved how you shine and how you show up. Yeah, it had to be somebody that you was working with. It just got to be like a job or a work situation. Somebody you was building with. But Spirit is telling you to take the chance. Go on the adventure. Be brave. Be daring. Take that leap. Trust in yourself. And you're becoming enlightened about this. You're becoming enlightened about how different you actually really are. Once you separate yourself from these people or this environment, you're going to become more alert to just that. And then you got the Fool yet again. So you might, whoever this is, go ahead and take that risk towards starting your own business. Go ahead and take that risk towards trying something new. I feel like a lot of times, us as people, we feel afraid to go after what it is that we want for ourselves, because we tell ourselves that it's not going to work. And then we look for the evidence of it not working or it not being able to work out for us. And then we use that as the feedback to say, see, I knew I shouldn't have did this. But we need to start trying to reframe that story and tell ourselves that we are valuable, that it will work out for us, that everything is always working out for us, even when it seems like it don't, or it won't work out for us in the beginning. Like I said, it might seem slow to start, but you just got to keep going. The law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of a solution. The better, because a continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts from wait, hold on. And all thoughts or vibration are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. Like, meaning what I just said. We use the thoughts of, oh my God, it's not going to work out. And then once we have those thoughts, we start listening to that. And then we start seeing the results of said thoughts of it not working out. And it's going to be like, oh yeah, you did say it wasn't gonna work out. Here you go. Here go the results. Here go what you was thinking. So you be thinking about that. But if you don't start saying, what's the solution? Or say you want a new car, and in that moment of you saying, I don't even know how I'm gonna get the new car, then you keep on thinking that, then you ain't gonna never be able to come up with a solution. You're gonna be thinking of it from the problem of The problem is I don't have the solution to figure out how to get the new car. But then once you start thinking of the solutions towards getting the new car or maintaining the car or receiving the car or whatever, like you start working towards getting the new car, then the new car will come to you in the ways in which the thoughts of you are attracting it. I hope that makes sense. So let's pull one more card, then I'm gonna close this one out. So take that leap. Rather than complaining, I will focus on positive aspects. When you focus upon lack in an attitude of complaining, you establish a vibrational point of attraction that only gives you access to more thoughts of complaint. Your deliberate effort to tell a new story will establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your present, about your past, and into your future. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects will set a new vibrational tone that will begin the immediate attraction of thoughts, people, circumstances, and things that are pleasing to you. So, yeah, that's basically exactly what I was saying. Like changing your thoughts. So, that's the reading. I'm not going to spend too much more time on it. And I hope it was helpful. And I will talk to y'all in the next one.